400 metres from the station and just 5 kilometres from the Perth CBD. After a long search, a bunch of like-minded souls found their perfect block of land in the trackside suburb of Lathlane. That was 2010. By 2012, the 840 square metre site had been transformed. The trains are still here, of course, but there's also 2 townhouses and 2 apartments, home to 6 adults and 3 kids. This is their story. Helmut and wife Ojani live in one of the townhouses. Alana lives in the other. Linda and Bradley each occupy a single unit. And Mark, husband of Alana, is also in the townhouse, along with their 3 kids. Now, this is a project close to my heart because I was involved in the early planning. Squeezing 4 dwellings with good solar access, plus room for gardening on a suburban block is no mean feat.
So the buildings are all designed with very high energy ratings. They're a passive solar design. They have double glazing, very high insulation values for the outer walls, and then good thermal mass inside.
So how did you all come together to do this as a team?
Well, we heard that Helmut and Ojani wanted to live in a more sustainable place, and I think the disadvantage they had was not having anyone to do it with. So we decided that we'd like to do it, and it was a project that the more people involved, the more you could make a community at the same time as making your own home more sustainable.
The outdoor area has been designed to create both private and shared spaces. What a lovely spot you've got here.
Thanks very much, Josh.
Getting the northern sun.
Yeah, it's fantastic in winter. Nice warm spot to sit on a cool day.
And how have you sort of found this kind of close proximity living?
Yeah, look, it took me a bit of getting used to be honest with you, because it's not what I'm used to. But yeah, it's fantastic. And, you know, we've all got our own little private spaces, as well as, you know, the shared spaces, which is great.
And having the green space next door gives you a sense of space?
Absolutely. I mean, I can sit in my lounge room and all I can see is green, which is perfect. Yep.
If I look back, the vision was just so clear on what we wanted to achieve. Sustainability, the community feel, we had creativity in there. We wanted a place that would inspire other people to, you know, potentially do something like this, and I think we ticked a lot of those boxes.
I think the thing that made me want to come here was the environmental credentials of the building and also the location. So for me, I can walk to work, catch the train to pretty much anywhere, which is fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, you've got your privacy, but, you know, quite often we're all out in the garden and we'll just have somebody just pops the kettle on and we'll just have an impromptu afternoon tea or something, and, yeah, the kids get out there and do stuff.
Linda was wanting to downsize, so an apartment by the train station was ideal. And do you find there's enough green space on this block for this kind of density?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you've got the front garden as well, and you've got the sump and just the general area at the back there with the vegetables. Yeah, there's plenty of green space.
And how about the trains? How's the noise for you?
Just so actually. Yeah, actually, when you're inside, you've got the double glazing, so you don't even notice it anymore. Yeah,
so it's soundproofed inside?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, and I actually use the trains every day of the week, so yeah, used to them now.
So it's a bonus, really?
It's a bonus for me, yeah.
The site is located next to a stormwater drainage sump, a common feature in Perth's suburban landscape. It's owned by the local council, but with permission, the group have converted the previous barren area into a community garden. And Helmut has been a leading hand. So you're finding this is really working well?
It works really well. It's a really nice place to work together with the people that live around here. So there's a lot of hard labour has gone into this, but as you can see, it's established really well. A lot of plants have grown. They're struggling on this side, but overall it looks fantastic, I think, and so much greener than it was like 4 years ago.
And the council have been supportive with the beekeeping and the chooks?
Yes, the council have been fantastic. They've been very supportive from the beginning. So we got a nice framework in place so it can be repeated throughout Vic Park. And so we're really happy with their support. Every 6 months we get a checkup with them. So we go through and, if there's anything that they don't like, we'll fix it. But they've been very supportive.
And are you hoping this becomes a bit of a model for
Definitely.
other sumps
Yes.
in the area?
There's so many of these sumps around in Vic Park, and it would be great to just have a bit more greenery in the suburbs. That's really what it's about.
And how much does this space add to the livability of your overall housing development?
Oh, it feels, we're in the middle of the city, and it doesn't feel that way. It feels like you're out, and that's what makes this place really, really nice to work in. So it's never going to be totally perfect, but it's just a place where we come together and work. That's the nice thing.
Suburban infill and loss of green space are common issues around the country. This project shows clever ways to address them, with good design, sustainable building, and creative use of underutilised space. The result is a lovely place to live, with plenty of room for gardening, and it's fun.